All right, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Now, one sec here. Just gonna have the filter running in the pool. Yeah, so also another pool type stream. But yeah, thank you for joining. I hope you guys got the little, update on what's going on and, a little. I'm not sure if I sent the message out to all the subscribers, but I'll just wait a little bit till the chat starts to fill in before talking about the topic of today's video. So if anybody's in the chat right now, just wave hi, say hello, how's it going? Okay, there we go, perfect angle. So, as you see, today's topic is about a return to my popular inflation video series. I know I did a video a while back saying how I was done with doing inflation videos, how I felt like I was running into a rut, how I felt like I kind of lost creative steam with the inflation videos. But recently I've been kind of coming up with new ideas now. I kind of got back to my momentum. I think what just happened was I hit burnout. And when you hit burnout hard, you hit it. You hit that wall and, you just feel stumped. But now, since I let things kind of cool down and, let my brain relax a little bit, I kind of went back and thought, I think I should probably make more inflation videos. So that's why I wanted to do this video, to ask you guys what you would love to see from the videos, because all you guys have some really great suggestions, and I know there's a lot of fans out there that enjoy the videos, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them now. So who's all in the chat right now? I see one person's watching, but I can't tell who it is. But yeah, no, I just wanted to hear from you guys what you would love to see, because I know I haven't really done. I've done certain variety, but I haven't done. I haven't done a one that was like a Willy Wonka type of parody, or I always wanted to do something reminiscent to the old school cartoony kind of inflation style type of videos. I always would love to have done one where somebody is like, say, has a flat tire and they're trying to pump the flat tire, but for some reason the air is not going to the tire, instead it's going into them, and they end up getting bigger and bigger. Like, there was this old commercial. I don't remember where I saw it, but it used to be online. I don't think it's on there anymore, but there was one of a guy that's trying to fill a tire, but the tire's not inflating, instead he is. I want to say it was like for some sort of car insurance deal, but I can't remember. I know it was a long time ago when that video was around. But then, there's also the old Gas X commercials. I thought would be kind of fun to do a little spin on that. And, an old Wendy's commercial. Well, yeah, that's the thing that I was thinking about. I was thinking about doing like another blueberry type of one. But my whole thing is, what would the scenario be behind that? Because I don't want to just do the whole, it's Wonka Gum that does it. I kind of wanted to do something that was more, like a different form of it. But yeah, I have thought about doing something similar to that. The only downside to doing the blueberry video, I don't have the suit with me anymore. I lost the Chubb suit, or whatever that suit's called. So I can't find that blue suit anymore. I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. But I would love to do, you know, a return to that. Definitely, I would love to do a return to it. And I always thought it'd be kind of neat to do like a parody of the Naked Gun 2.5 video, or what's another really good one? Do you guys have any suggestions? Because I would love to do movie recreation scenes, because I think those would be a lot of fun to pull off. I know one of the most popular ones is the Monty Python Meaning of Life one. I know that one, but that one I think would be really difficult to pull off. And yeah, how crazy is this? That you know, when Yoshi's Island came out, as again, the Nintendo's advertisement was to do a tribute/parody of that scene from Monty Python Meaning of Life. How crazy is that? And here's the deal. The Monty Python one is intense, but I think the Nintendo one is almost more graphic. I mean, yeah, it was a little more cartoony, but still it was a little bit like, oh my god. And it didn't have the whole intense scene of him, you know, throwing up in the bucket every now and then. But yeah, no, that was one of the things I just been wanting to ask you guys, what you would like to see, because I know there's a lot of viewers out there that love the videos, and I would like to make more for you guys. But yeah, no, I thought about doing a Return to the Blueberry one. I thought that one would be a fun one. And I know I did a version of Blowing to the Thumb. Ex-Girlfriend does a you know, like Ex-Girlfriend, you know, casts a spell. And I did the videos for the friends, like the birthday videos, and I'm not sure if it's on there or if it's on this one, but do you remember the one where somebody tied me up and, you know, did that? Because I think I remember doing that. But yeah, no, I just been thinking about, and somebody actually recommended this, which I would love to figure out how to do this. And this is up to you guys in the chat. Somebody wanted a poolside inflation video. Now, that idea sounds cool, but what would this scenario be? Like, what would be the cause of it? What would be the, what would cause me to inflate? Like, you know, just out of pure curiosity, what do you guys think about that poolside inflation video, and what would the story be? So if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave some right now in the chat. I gotta go for a little lap. I'll be right back. But yeah, a poolside inflation video. Do you guys know how that would be done? Or what would you like to see from that? Like, what would the story setup be? Oh, and just to give a shout out to somebody that actually made really good inflation content. It was Clever Foxman. Is anybody ever seen Clever Foxman's videos? Because I always thought he was good. And yeah, I love his art style, and he's got his own thing going on DeviantArt and his own site. But yeah, no, Clever Foxman, that's somebody I'd love to give a shout out to, who made really good, you know, content. And I loved his kind of space commercial advertisement for his game Explosive Decompression. Which, here's the thing, scientists and people have disproven that could actually happen. I mean, there's still a lot of debate and rumors if that's possible. I know the film that popularized that made that a big deal, was the movie Outland with Sean Connery. People, Outland made the whole thing of, oh yeah, because space is a vacuum, you expand till you explode. I know there was that. There was Leprechaun 4 in space that, did that. That was always a popular theory about what would happen in the vacuum of space. But really, scientists have proven that you're more likely to freeze over, or your skin will start to blister, more or less. But that's getting to the geographic side of things. But just a question: has anybody ever seen the movie Outland with Sean Connery? I think it's underrated. I think Outland is an underrated sci-fi movie. It's basically like a sci-fi take on High Noon. If anybody's ever seen that Western, it's like a science fiction take on that. Somebody actually recommended another suggestion. One of my longtime viewers, would love to see more inflation videos from me, and I would love to do more. I know they recommended like a Doctor Who themed, a vampire themed, and a scientist one. I would love to do like a scientist one, like Science Gone Wrong. I think the name of the video will be "What Has Science Done?" Trying to think, what's your guys' favorite method? Just throwing this out there for chat. What's your guys' favorite method of inflation? Or what's your go-to scenario? Oh, Aaron's on his satellite dish right now. I know there was one. There was like a form of it from the show Max Headroom. Like there was something about that, and there's actually one that I remember seeing. This was me at a young age. It was an old sci-fi show. It was a sci-fi show based off two of the Cinemax movies, Black Scorpion. Black Scorpion was basically like a cheesy, over-the-top, female version of Batman. It was meant to be like Roger Corman's callback to like the classic Adam West show, like the goofy superheroes. They had a TV show based off the movies. I consider the TV show more of a reboot to the movies, to be honest. Since they don't really follow the movies, I imagine. Well, they kind of do. It's a weird thing Roger Corman does. But they had one character that showed up in one of the movies that was a weird amalgamation of Two-Face and the Joker. His name was the Gangster Prankster. Weird villain, and he showed up for 2 episodes in the series, because he actually died at the end of the second movie. But this is one thing that I like. The movie keeps continuity with the show keeps with continuity of the movie. They were able to bring him back as a clone because, comic books. And I actually think it was a comic book for a time. But there was 2 episodes that he showed up in the show. His first appearance. I can't remember what that one was called. It was an officer and a prankster. Yeah, that's what it was. That was the name of the episode where he shows up. And then he kind of disappeared for a couple episodes in. And then later on, close to the end of the series, the show only lasted 1 season. He showed up again in the episode He Who Laughs Last. Now, to me, this was the definition of a comic book villain plan ever. And it's surprised that not even in the early days of like the old school Golden Age Batman comics or any comic in general has the Joker ever thought of this. Because I think the Joker, he's even like, hey, that's too crazy even for me. Well, he has this brother who's the Black Scorpion's kind of Alfred and, technology designer. His brother is the Gangster Prankster. And something happens where his brother, the Gangster Prankster, sets up his brother to be, put behind bars with him. So they both end up breaking out of jail. And he makes it look like his girlfriend's like, oh, she found another guy. Nobody wants, him anymore. You could trust me, brother, because, we're family. Come on, man. So he has this plan to get back at everybody for mocking him or, not taking him serious. And his brother, he's like, well, look, I don't want to make weapons that can kill people. I don't want to do that. So he compromised with a machine that he calls the Bust-A-Gut. Now, what the machine does is somehow he creates this whole thing where within ear range, anybody that laughs will end up inflating like a balloon. Now, the machine's just meant to, be this deal where it's like, okay, well, as soon as they stop laughing, they'll deflate and turn back to normal. That will scare them into, relaxing. So that's all that was meant. Like, he meant, and his brother's like, hey, look, this is just meant as a scare tactic. We're not meant to use this to harm people because it can do that. And his brother's like, oh, yeah, sure, man, you can trust me. Look, no problem, no big deal. But, of course, him being the villain, he finds a way to make it deadly. And, in that episode, despite the plot having, this good setup, you would think there would be a lot of scenes of, people inflating, like a lot of female inflations. But really, there was only one. And then there was a male one that was a comedian that, pissed off the gangster prankster, then the gangster prankster himself. So it's, but it was an interesting premise for an episode. And I thought about recreating that somehow, because I thought that would be fun. And it does actually have one joke in there that I actually love. I love the joke. It's a kind of cheesy joke, but this is what the Black Scorpion tells a joke to the gangster prankster. It's like, hey, before you kill me, can I have the last, can you just give me the last word? It's like, okay. It's like, okay, how about this? How about a joke? And it's like, since it's now safe to laugh because the machine is deactivated, it's like, okay, fine, go for it. So her joke is, okay, so there's these two guys in prison, an older guy and a young guy. Now, they're in the lunch hall. So this carjacker stands up and shouts, 57. And, everybody starts cracking up and laughing. And a person catcher across the other side stands up and shouts, 24. Again, everybody cracks up, roaring, laughing. So the young guy looks over to the older guy and says, what's going on? Why is everybody laughing? It's like, well, you see, here in the prison, there's only one joke book, and since we all know it by heart, instead of saying the joke, we'll shout out the page number. And it's like, oh, okay, I get it. So the young guy stands up and says, 42. Dead silence. Nobody laughs. And he looks over at the older guy and says, I don't get why didn't anybody laugh. And the old guy shrugs and says, must have been your delivery. I thought that joke was really good. I don't know why, I just love that joke. But yeah, that's one that people don't really talk about. It's like one of those forgotten shows, and also forgotten, episode that dealt with that kind of theme. And then, of course, there was other episodes in that show, like Adam West appears in the show as a villain. And mind you, he's the only villain in the whole show that I think has a good villain origin setup. He has a good, backstory, and he's a villain that you're kind of on his side. Definitely you're on his side. He was a doctor who was being held hostage by this criminal at gunpoint. And the cop being Darcy's father, let's just say he wasn't a good cop, or he does this thing where he's like, man, I'll kill him, and, this guy, being the kind of dirtbag cop that he is, he instead shoots, the hostage that is holding the doctor. And somehow the bullet travels through both of his lungs. And, he ends up legally dead for about 5 minutes, but then they're able to revive him due to the set of artificial lungs. But because he was legally dead, because he lost activity from his brain for a certain amount of time, it left him, there was enough oxygen to flow through his brain, leaving him legally insane. So now he has this whole vendetta against Darcy, who's, Black Scorpion, and I don't know, it's pretty interesting, like the whole kind of dynamic. And Darcy, it's weird because I always say Batman, it's like with Bruce Wayne and Batman. Bruce Wayne is the mask, Batman is who Bruce Wayne truly is. With Black Scorpion, I don't feel that. I feel like more you know, Darcy is the real person and Black Scorpion is just his persona she's putting on. I don't feel like it's her. I don't know, and it was just one of those cheesy sci-fi superhero shows. I was really trying to be like the Adam West 60s TV show. I could feel that. Like, you know, there are some shows it's like, oh, they're not trying to be like, you know, that. I'm like, no, this one's trying to be like the Adam West TV show. But yeah, so a possible return to inflation videos. Sorry, I know I got off topic there, but you know, sometimes that happens. But yeah, no, I do want to do more inflation videos, but here's the thing. I want to do the inflation videos that you guys want to see. I want to do ones that you guys would be interested in seeing. I know somebody earlier mentioned going back to doing Blueberry. I would really love to do that. So yeah, that's definitely on my list of videos I would want to do. There's that. There's also me wanting to do kind of the supernatural element of, you know, that, like maybe something dealing with mystical powers and magic. I want to do something like that. The only thing is I don't want to do the same story over and over again. I want to do like a different scenario, different setup. So if you guys have any suggestions for, you know, a scenario or a setup, you know, please feel free to, you know, to ask in the comments or in the chat. So yeah, so right now I'm going to leave it up to the chat to say about. Okay, that's a funny one. I do like that idea. I do like that. That's a funny one. Yeah, and oh, thank you for joining into the chat. And are you subscribed to the channel? If you are, thank you for subscribing. Oh yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate the support. Shout out to you, Doug. Thank you. Oh, well, thank you, though. I really appreciate that. I really do. So, guys, right now, and shout out to Doug for subscribing and for being a longtime subscriber. And I am sorry if I, you know, here's the thing. I feel bad that I, you know, told you guys I wasn't doing any more inflation videos, but really I was just hitting burnout. And I do feel bad for those who really enjoyed that content. And I do want to make more of them. But I also want to kind of do, you know, other videos as well. I want to do an Aquaman video. I wanted to do videos talking about comic books, talking about, you know, what new movies are coming out, talking about superheroes. And just movies in general. Like, I'm a big film buff. I love film and I love storytelling. So storytelling is really where I wanted to go. But yeah, no, Doug, definitely, I'll definitely do something like that. I think that's a really funny idea. What would be a good title for that video? Yeah, because I think the Blueberry video will be a lot of fun. What would be a good title for that Blueberry video? Oh. Trying to get it in shape. Round is... I like that. Oh, have you guys seen my tattoo? I have a couple of them. I have this one. This one is not finished. This one's not finished yet. There's going to be more added to this later on, but I love this tattoo. This one here is one I'm really proud of. It's my Embrace Autism tattoo with my love for both film and theater. This is one I really proud of. But no, I like that, trying to get into shape. Oh, you know, that would actually be funny. At the end of the video, it'll say, the beginning title will be Getting into Shape. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Doug. The beginning title will be Getting into Shape, and then at the very end, after the credits, it'll be like, well, round is a shape. You know, like those old, like, That's, you know, do. That'll be funny, doing like a wacky kind of, you know, series of inflation videos, like with the theme song or whatever. I think that would be funny, where it's just some poor sucker that always ends up getting inflated by the end of every episode. Yeah, like a sitcom. I think that would be funny. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Right now, it looks like it might rain. It's getting cloudy. And if it does start to rain, I will definitely move this over to the patio. But, yeah, no, that's a good idea. I really love that. There is one... do you guys want to hear this one idea I have for an inflation video? Do you guys want to hear it? Alright. I had this okay, thank you. I had this idea. This is when I had a friend that, you know, she, you know, kind of liked the idea too, but we never got around to making the video. But the video was supposed to be, I play her best friend. When I play something, it's like, she's like sleeping on the couch or whatever. I call her up. I'm like, hey, I'm getting ready to, you know, set up for the party. You got the balloons taken care of, right? And she wakes all groggy like, what? Yeah, I got everything all taken care of. Yeah, don't worry about it. I got it. And obviously she doesn't. I'm like, okay, so I'll be over in about an hour. She's like, yeah, sure. So she goes in panic. She starts finding, like, oh, the balloons. Okay, here we go. And she tries to blow them up. It's like, they're not floating because there's no helium. So she's all panicking, trying to figure out what to do. And she's trying to look for the tank. Or, you know, look for, you know, something to use. And in her frustration, she trips, falls, her mouth falls, like, into the nozzle of, you know, the tank, or, you know, like the tank or whatever, and she ends up, you know, inflating till she's, you know, huge. And, you know, her lips come up and her voice gets squeaky and she almost starts to float. And I, you know, come over, I'm like, oh, hey, sorry, it's like, I actually got done early. What the hell just happened? And she's like, get me down from here. And I'm like, you know, I think this is gonna be a fun party. You know, we got one big balloon, so we'll be good. And that would have been the end of the video. Yeah, no, it was, but, you know, we never got around to making it. That was the thing. We never got around to filming it. I did want to do another video that was a sequel to not only to the Blue Pop video, but it was also going to be a sequel to What If Wonka Gum Was Real. And the whole video I did was supposed to be about the two women from the last video. And they're all blue, like they're back to normal size. They're all blue, and they're all just like sitting like in a cafe or sitting down. It's like, or saying like some sort of. Oh really? Oh okay. Well, thank you. I'm glad you watched. I'm glad you liked that. But yeah, it was like a sequel to Blue Pop, and it would be like, or it would be like the Sodas Now mass produce, and yeah, it would be me as the CEO or something, and they're talking. It's like, hey, Steve. Yeah. We've recently had some incidents involving the Blue Pops. Like, what? I thought we got all the, you know, kinks and stuff worked out. It's like, oh, yeah, no, we do. We stop, you know, people aren't inflating anymore. But instead, it's turning their skin bright blue. And I'm like, okay, how do we fix that? And it's like, well, sir, I don't think we can. And I'm like, how much do we owe in pain and suffering? It's like, well, our home company is actually basically going to go under, and you're probably going to go to jail. So it'll be like a funny little video of like if it was actually mass produced, and if, you know, this happened, it's like, this is what would happen to the company. It's like, this company is going under. This was a terrible idea. Yeah. Yeah, just like a little, small little, like, what happened after. I do like a series of what happened after type of videos. I think that would have been pretty funny. Yeah. Oh, but Doug, what are your favorite, maybe for the pool? Yeah, I thought about that. I did, because we do have a hose. We have, you know, yeah, we do have a hose. So we got that. So maybe something related to that. That would be interesting. Oh, darn, lost my balance. There we go. But yeah, no, I that might be a good idea to have something involving with the hose. But Doug, I was meaning to ask you something. What are your favorite types of inflation? What are your favorite types? Or your like favorite scenarios? Oh, okay, blueberry. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, and oh, hey, Doug, thanks again for subscribing to the channel and just being supportive. I really do appreciate it. Oh yeah, no problem. I got you. Yeah, no problem. But thank you for the ideas, and I hope you have a great day. And be on the lookout for videos that are coming up soon. All right. Hey, everybody that's in the chat, or everybody that's watching, shout out to Doug. Long-time subscriber. Shout out to you, man, and I hope you have a great day. Well, if there's anybody else in the chat, feel free to ask away any questions you guys have. Oh, jeez. And I've actually wanted to ask you guys a question. I was thinking about starting a Patreon page, for the inflation videos, but I don't know. I mean, is Patreon really a good way to go? Does anybody use Patreon, and how well is Patreon? Like, is it good or just so-so? But yeah, no, that's why I wanted to do this video for you guys. For you guys that are subscribed, and for those of you guys who do watch the videos, I hope you're watching the chat. I hope you're all having a great day, and just wanted to let you know, yeah, there is going to be more, but at the same time, there's also going to be other types of videos too that I'm going to be working on as well. But, you know, if you guys have any suggestions or any requests for videos, please feel free to, you know, message me or actually leave a comment down in this video, so that way, you know, I can get back to it and, you know, look at your requests, and I'll get around to making that, because I do enjoy making content for you guys. But yeah. Oh man, my hair. Oh hey, who else joined in? There's an ant crawling close to my phone. I don't know how to feel about it. But yeah. So hey to whoever else joined the chat. Yeah, no, I just been, you know, working on a couple different things, and yeah, so really, what is it that you guys would like to see from the inflation videos? Because I know there's people that want more blueberry. Is there any other recommendations that you guys have in mind, or suggestions? Yeah, I've actually talked with some. There's some people actually wanting to collab videos with me, but I don't know. Oh, hey, thank you to whoever else joined. And he disappeared. I don't know how this chat thing works, because I guess I'll see it pop up because I'll see the comments pop up from here, but yeah, no, I've actually had one request which I thought was a really interesting idea. You guys want to hear it? But there was this idea that would be a kind of parody to the yeah, I always wanted to do, like, I think someone actually recommended this. I always wanted to do a superhero themed one. Yeah, like a superhero themed one. Like, that's a superhero's superpower. I thought that would have been a pretty funny idea. What do you guys think? Like a superhero with that power? Oh. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, that's the little update that I had for you guys, that I am going to be making a return to form, as it is, to the videos, and I hope you guys enjoy them. I hope you guys enjoy what's to come, and yeah, so I just want to keep you guys informed that that's what's going on. And if you guys are watching this on the replay, feel free to leave a comment, you know, with your requests and your ideas or suggestions of what you want to see. So I got to get going. I'm going to end the stream right now because it's starting to rain. So I'll catch you guys later. You all have a good day. Bye-bye.